Sound check 1 2 1 1 2. Sound check 1 2 3. बोले श्रमापति महादेव की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. Pray Bhakti Jan Shubh Swagatam and welcome to this evening's Sandhya. As we join this evening in a beautiful pravachan taken from the golden pages of the Shri Ram Charitamanas Kishkindakan, performing our puja on this most auspicious day, establishing our beautiful Panchmukhi Hanumanji Murti, and spending this entire day in puja, in making oblations and offerings to Hanumanji. This evening we join in a beautiful pravachan, a wonderful katha taken from the golden pages of the Shri Ram Charitamanas. As we are about to join in a beautiful katha, I invite your Karavachai to please stand as we join in our opening arati. As we wave the sacred lamp of arati, we pray, O Ma, Bhagwan, हमें दया करो, हमें रक्षा करो, बार-बार नमस्कार करता हो. May this divine light of divinity remove all darkness in our lives in the form of lust, greed, anger, and hatred. Om Sajam Javarati Samyuktim Vahinayo Chatamaya Deepagrihan Revasya Trailukyati Mirapaham Yani Tani Chapapani Janma Hirtadani Cha Tani Tani Manashanti Prakshana Pade Pade Arati Shira Mayana Jeke Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Piti Arati Shira Mayana Jeke Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Piti. Hare तन मन धन संतन के सरवस तन मन धन संतन के सरवस सारे अंश सम्मत सब ही थे आरती श्री राम मायन जी के कीरति कलितल लित सिय पी के आरती श्री राम मायन जी के कीरति कलितल लित सिय पी के आरती श्री राम मायन जी के आरती श्री राम मायन जी के कीरति कलित सिय पी के This evening, my dear friends and devotees, let us grasp this opportunity to offer salutations to the lotus-like feet of Bhagavan Shankara as we are about to journey to Katha, my dear devotees and bhaktas. We pray to Lord Shiva, that the one whom is the destroyer of all negative energy, the one who grants our heart's desire and fill our hearts with peace, with love, with happiness and togetherness. Salutations to Lord Shiva. बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बाबा की दाम पर गंगा की धार पर गंगा की दाम बाबा की दाम पर गंगा की धार पर गंगा की धार सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा कर ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय पूरे श्रीमापति महादेव की सत्य सनातन धर्म की My dear devotees and bhaktas, you may have respectful seats this evening. My dear devotees and bhaktas, as we are about to commence a beautiful pravachan, yet a brief pravachan this evening, but a beautiful message for each and every one of us. For I know many of you devotees would know that we spent this entire day in worship to Hanumanji, with our beautiful procession of our Hanuman, Panchmukhi Hanumanji Murti, our puja, and of course the wonderful 108 offerings and the various chanting of the Hanuman Chalisa, and all of these wonderful puja was done throughout Koti Sama Prabha Nirviganam Kurme Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvaram Varananam Arata Sanganam Rasanam chandasampapi Mangalanam chakartaro Vandevani vinayako Jehe sumirata siddhi hoy Gananayaka kari varavarana Kahano ano grahasoy Bodhi rasi shubha guna sayana Mohoka hoi vachar pangucha maramana karu nayanam jahe dina padani karaho kipama danamayana Bando Guru Parakan Ja Kripa Sindhu Nara Rupa Hare Maha Moha Tamapur Jasu Vajana Ravi Karani Kara We offer salutations this evening to the lotus-like feet of our Guru. Sri Guru Charana Saroraj Nijamana Muku Rasudan Barano Ragu Baravimalayasha Buri Vedya Devu Muhi Harahu Kali Shavikar Siyapati Ramachandra Ki Jai Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai Orisa Jagarnath Ki Jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman Ki Jai Siyapati Ramachandra Ki Jai Sharanam Sri Ram Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Jai. You know, last time we terminated our yajna, and I was just telling some devotees this evening, we could have extended that yajna for 5 more nights because how loud the devotees were singing. It was so encouraging. Tonight is our first night, and Jai Bhagwan. Shri Ram Jai Jai. Now I feel we could do 7 nights. Umapati Mahadeva ki, Pavan Putramana ki. Goswami Tulsidas ji says, Hanumanji upon meeting with Sugriv and meeting with Rama, Sita Devi is kidnapped by the king of Lanka. But Shri Ram, my dear friends and devotees, he hears from Jatayu and from other creatures in the forest that Ravan had kidnapped Sita Devi. But Shri Ram, my dear friends and devotees, he doesn't take this mere words that he heard from these creatures and these individuals. He wanted proof. He wanted facts that yes, it is Ravan who took Sita Devi. At the very beginning of Katha this evening, Shri Ram is teaching each and every one of us a very valuable lesson. a very valuable lesson. That not everything that we hear we must believe. You know, from the time we hear something, we just buy it. Even though sometimes in your heart you know it is songing too right. But they say, for real boy, that is true, Jai Bhagwan. And we take it and we run with it. Sri Ram is teaching us that the only time we must believe something or take something is when we have facts that yes, this is truth. Sri Ram could have taken this for granted and go to Lanka immediately and begin a war. But he didn't. Hanumanji said, O Ram, have no fear. I will search the entire of this Kishkinda first and retrieve Sita for you. And Hanumanji together with Sugriv, they are searching. But the Vanars, the bears and the monkeys, they are looking through the forest. And whilst they are searching, they reach the southern peak of India. And upon reaching there, Goswami Tulsidas tells to us what takes place through the medium of Kadha. Jaya Ram Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jai Ram Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. जो न गहे सूता जो जन सागर गंगा कराए सो राम कजुमाती जय राम श्री रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय राम जय जय रामा. Hanumanji, upon reaching the southern end of India, only sea now could be seen, only the ocean. My dear friends, Hanumanji, tears is filled in his eyes. He looks at Sugriv and he says, "O Bhaiya, it is best I take my life now, because I cannot return to my Ram empty-handed. How would I tell Ram that I have failed?" Remember, Hanumanji is the greatest devotee of Shri Ram. He's saying, how could I return to my Lord empty-handed with nothing about Sita Devi? I will bring disappointment to my Lord. And as Ram utters these words, something takes place. Goswami Tulsidas tells to us. Sampati bhaloki daharahu manadari Ram kripa kasa behu sari bolo Jai Ram Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Shri Ram Bolo Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Prabhu Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Prabhu Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Syapati Ramachandra ki Jai Ram Shri Jaya Jaya Shri Ram Jaya Umapati Mahadeva ki. Tonight I feel the katha might finish about 11 o'clock. How nice are you singing? Jai Bhagwan. Hanumanji says, Sugriv, better I take my life. How can I return to my Lord to bring disappointment? And Sampati, hearing the words of Hanuman, he is going to the ocean. And while he is going to the ocean to take bath, he stops. And he says, Oh Pawan Putra, why are you worried? Because from the southern part of India, you could see Lankapuri. But it's so far. They are talking, how could we reach there? And Sampati says, Oh Pawan Putra, you are worried how could you reach to Lanka? For those who would have joined with us in our last yajna, Marutyo Anjaneya, Hanumanji in the Balak form, was given a curse by Matanga Rishi that he will forget about his powers until someone reminds him about his powers when it will be most useful to him. Why did he lose his powers? Anybody remember? Because he was making mischief. Or you see why it's good to make mischief? Jai Bhagwan. Hanumanji, he stands there and Sampati begins to remind him, Sugriv begins to remind him, you forget how powerful you are. You have Ashta Siddhi now, Nidike Dhata. You could leap across this ocean, you could get as huge, as small as you want, by the might of your mind. And so, Hanumanji now, he gains courage. Why? Everybody is cheering on Hanumanji. Hanumanji, you could do it. Hanuman can't remember the powers. He begins to slightly remember them. But he doesn't know if he still has his powers, his abilities. How would I leap this ocean? But by the encouragement by everyone there, he feels that he could leap as far as he wants. Katha is teaching us. When we see someone down and depressed, what you must do. What we just do in today's world, we say, boy, that part of life, you know, I wanted to come, everybody had to dead. So whatever you choose to do, don't worry, that's how you have to go. And Jai Bhagwan. When we see someone down, depressed, and feeling as though they have no more hope, they don't know what to do again, what should you do? Do like Sugriv, Sampati, and the Vanars. Cheer them on, give them reasons why they should carry on in life. Remind them how powerful they are, because we all are powerful. Remind them about how great they are. Remind them how great this gift of life is. What our mind says, Bhare Bhagyama Nushatanu Pava Sula Sula Basaba Grantanagawa Saranadhama Muksha Karadhvara Pai Nahi Samloka Samvara. Bolo Jai Ram Shri Jaya Jaya Shri Ram Jaya 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 Ram. Bolo Shri Rama Jaya. Siyapati Ramachandra ki. I think I need to go back in the mandir from last night and tell them how good oil this thing. But then I seen people from the mandir from last night here. Jai Bhagwan. Bare Bhagya Manushitanu Pava. The human birth is the greatest gift from God. Use it to attain God. So when we see people down and depressed, remind them about how great this gift of life is. Remind them how powerful they are and how you can overcome whatever difficulties. Tell them things to inspire them and to motivate them. And if you can't tell people things to inspire them and motivate them because you don't know how to do it, I'm going to share a secret with you tonight. But do not tell anybody that I tell you. If you do not know how to tell somebody something to inspire them or to motivate them, what you should do is tell them, put on your radio from Thursday to Sunday from 4 a.m. on 103.1 FM. The Baba does well inspire and motivate you. Jai Bhagwan. So remember that, but don't say I tell you, Jai Shri Ram. Well, these evenings you could log on to Media Concept, you get it live. My dear friends and devotees, always tell each other things to motivate and to inspire them, because, my dear friends, in this age of Kali Yuga, we all must agree that problems, hurdles, trials, tribulations are part of life. But we must not allow it to get the better of us and bring our destruction, because we pray to Hanumanji to give us strength to overcome them, my dear friends. Hanumanji, know what he does? Shri Ram, Jai Ram. O Ram, by your blessing I am going to leap across this ocean. Bless me, O Ram, that I will be successful and I will return successfully to you with good news. I remind you, as I do from time to time, when you are about to embark upon a journey, what should you do? Seek the blessing of God. Seek the blessings of Bhagwan. Because none of us are sure that when we leave our homes in the morning, you're returning home in the evening. Or even if you return home in the evening, you're not sure if you're coming to see a family there or even a house. Isn't that so? That's reality. Make God part of your life like Hanumanji. And so with the blessings of Shri Ram, he begins to leap. And as he's leaping, my dear friends, and he's journeying, what he does? He sings praises to Ram. Jai Raghupati Raghava Patita Pavana Rama Rama Raja Patita Pavana. Let me remind you, yeah? Baba do here to go. And Baba didn't sleep last night. So you know what's going on? Baba shut him down. So all you have to help me tonight, right? Rama Rama Raja Patita Pavana Bolo Rama Rama Patita Pavana Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Rama Rama Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Rama Ram Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita. Everybody, Rama Ram Patita Pavana Rama Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Patita Pavana Syavar Ramachandra ki. My dear friends and devotees, you see, tonight Baba need your help to chant. You know, I always remind people that Baba don't hear too good, but it's just a little trick to get you to sing louder. But you know, last night in the mandir, somebody come and they say, Baba, I go buy an airdrop for you and you go hear good. An old lady. And she was very serious. So I said, Moi, I couldn't hear you. She said, but the fella would just play the electric organ bait. He tell me that how you really don't hear too good. Jai Bhagwan. These fellas, Hara Hara Mahadev. Hanumanji chanting the name of Ram. He's leaping across the ocean. But while he's leaping, my dear friends, Surasa appears, a huge, gigantic snake. And as Surasa appears from the ocean, she stops Hanumanji. And Hanuman says, "Oh Surasa, please allow me to continue my journey, for I am in service of my Lord Ram." And Surasa says, "Listen, you is my meal today. I can't let you go. The only way you could go from here is if you enter into my mouth and you escape alive." Remember, Hanuman has Ashta Siddhi now Nidike Dhata. One of the Siddhis of Hanumanji, remember, from Katha? He could grow as huge as he wants and in a split second shrink as small as he wants. Hanumanji says, "Ma, are you sure?" And she says, "Yes." He begins to grow, and while he's growing, Surasa is opening her mouth. And while she opens her mouth, my dear friends, in a split second, Hanumanji took a form as small as a mosquito, enters into her mouth, and he came out back. Remember, Hanumanji was very mischievous as a child. He knows how to trick you well. And when he came out with clasped hands now, he says, "Ma, I have entered into your mouth, and here I am. Allow me to go on my journey." He says, "Ma, why did you appear in this ocean?" And she says, "The Devatas has sent me to test you." To test you. My dear devotees and bhaktas, we are on a journey too, But a journey that is called life. A journey that is called life. Just as Hanumanji is on a journey and he sings praises to Ram, and everything he does in the journey, he's doing it for Ram. We too are supposed to be chanting the name of God. We too are supposed to make everything that we are doing should be about God. It should be. We are human beings, not everything maybe, but majority of the things. As Hanumanji begins the journey again, in life when you get one problem, Jai Bhagwan, and you feel yourself that one, listen to Katha tonight and see what has happened. Hari ho Rama milana kab hoye, ange sawala ge rahe. Hari ho Rama milana kab hoye, ange sawala ge rahe. Hari ho Rama milana kab hoye, ange sawala ge rahe. Kanakabaran tanate jaha, Kanakabaran tanate jaha, maina ka apara giraha ho, maina ka apara giraha, ang sawa lag rahe. Hari ho Ram milan kab hoye, ang sawala ge rahe. Hari ho Ram milan kab hoye, ang sawala ge rahe. Siyapati Ramachandra ki. My dear friends, as Hanumanji gets away from one problem, and he's going up the road again. Rama Rama. Jai Bhagwan. If Hanuman depended on how to go across the ocean, he fall inside it, Rama Rama. Patita Pavana. Rama Rama. Patita Pavana. As he's going again, Jai Shri Ram, Bhagwan, I came over a problem and here I go again. A big mountain came in front of him. Mainaka Devi arose from the ocean. And Hanumanji grasped hands. Ma, I have a journey in the name of Ram. She says, well, Hanuman, take seat and relax here. When you get into things in life, what has happened? Friends has come and tell you, boy, you're working too hard. They will take a lime. And then every day is a Sunday. And then Hara Hara Mahadev. You want to know where you went? She says, come take a rest. And Hanumanji says, no. When I am in service of Ram, I do not rest. Somebody asked me, Baba, how you just make out? Yagna to Yagna, from morning to night. Like today, no sleep. Baba, how you doing this? You sure you could read Katha tonight? I said, yes, of course. Katha tonight, are you come? When we finished puja at 6:15 around that time, he said, Baba, was no Katha tonight? I said, of course, 7 p.m. Katha. When you are in the service of God, and when you are serving God with love and devotion like Hanumanji, nothing will stop you, my dear friends. Not even rest. Because what brings your joy? Rama Rama Raja Patita Pavana Bolo Rama Rama Patita Pavana Sita Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana. Mainaka Devi says, Hanuman, I hear how great and how powerful your feet is. If you place your foot upon this mountain, you will give me darshan. Hanumanji says, sure, man. He placed one of his foot in the mountain and used it for what? When people throw stone for you, what you must do with it? Take it up and pelt it back in. Jai Bhagwan. You know when we go satsang, you know people say, right? Baba throwing waraka boulders. Jai Bhagwan. Baba don't throw waraka boulders, you know. As if you're doing the wrong thing, the katha itself does shoot you down. What he does, when somebody throws stones at you, you use it to uplift yourself. Use it to uplift yourself. I used it from a little child to help me. When people will condemn and criticize, who is this little black boy, Jai Shri Ram, I said, I'm like Krishna, the blue boy of Vrindavan. The little blue boy of Vrindavan came what? The king of Mathura. I am not the king of Jai Shri Ram. I am still the little blue boy. Hanumanji says, Ma, don't worry. He used the mountain as what? As a force. He placed his foot and with a force he leaped even further. And there now he lands in a little island just before Lanka. It is daylight. He cannot enter into Lanka. Why? If you go into Lanka, daylight, everybody will see him. He says, in the night I will enter. And why does he wait for it to become night? He takes a form as small as a mosquito. And he's going through the gateway. You see Lankini sleeping. Everybody know who's Lankini? Lankini is the guard at the entrance of Lankapuri. And why is he in his little form and he's going? Lankini is sleeping. But Lankini was very good at her job. How many of us are good at our jobs? I know everybody here good at their job. And now you know how I know that? They just bring nice dachna. If you are good at your job, you can't bring good dachna. Jai Bhagwan. Lankani is there, and Lankani, my dear friends, is good at her job. Despite he's so small, Lankani she can't see him, but she could smell him. You know, today when we was coming with the Murti, I was in a music truck with Dinesh. And while we was passing through Charlieville, he couldn't see where that auntie was making the dal puri. But when we passed, he said somebody making a nice dal puri. I said, but how you know? He said, smells. Jai Bhagwan. I wonder if it was Vashti. My dear friends, she smelled Hanuman. She wake up and she says, reveal yourself. Who are you? She can't see who it is. But Hanumanji stands for what Satya, truth. He doesn't lie. You ask me to reveal myself, sure. But classman, Hanumanji reveals himself. He says, Pranam. And why he reveals himself, he's amazed by what Lankini does. Goswami Tulsidashi tells to us what Lankini does through the medium of Katha. Jaya Ram Shri Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Ram Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Lankani agara kaha jama mahima jiya sammasaya anumata pirati Jai Ram Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Bolo Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Bolo Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Bole Syapati Ramachandra ki. As Hanumanji reveals himself and he expects Lankini to retaliate and to want a battle one time, Lankini clasps her hands together and she says, Pranam, Jai Shri Ram. Sometimes by the way we see people looking, we say them and no God. Isn't that so? But sometimes we see some people wearing the most smooth kurta. The seam could cut you. A big chandan, Jai Bhagwan, and a nice side part. And Hara Hara Mahadev. Do not judge a book by it. Lankani is a demoness. But when she sees Hanuman with Kraspan, she says, Pranam, O Hanuman. And Hanuman says, how you know who am I? And she says, when Ravan prayed to Lord Shiva to get so powerful, Bhagwan Shankar told Ravan, I am giving you all that you wish and you want because of your pure devotion. But anytime you see a Vanar come to Lanka, his name will be Hanuman. It will be me, my 11th form, my 11th Rudra. And Ravan, mark my words, it will be the beginning of the ending. The beginning of the ending. So Lankini knows that this is Shiva in this form of the Vanar. She knows it is the beginning of the ending. And with clasp hand she says, Pranamo Hanumanji. My dear friends, Hanuman is about to, Hanumanji says, right, he going to walk into Lanka now. Because if you go somewhere and the guard talk to you good, you ought to check your temperature and sanitize. You and the guard is friend. You could bounce in. Enjoy. Hanumanji, my dear friends. As he entered into Lanka, he didn't enter into Lanka later, no. He came into Lanka the correct timing. And why is he entered into Lanka? Why is he entered into Lanka and he's going, he said, right, well, me and Lankini's friend now, he going boldface, Jai Bhagwan, Lankini stop, hey, where you going? You can't enter into Lanka. I am the God of Lanka. There's only one way you could go into Lanka. And Hanumanji will tell me. She says the only way you could enter into Lanka is if you battle with me. If you become victorious in a battle, only then you could enter into Lanka. Otherwise, stay outside. Hanumanji said, Jai Bhagwan, you have said nothing yet. Goswami Tulsidashi tells us what Hanuman does. Site, 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 Ram se milado. 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 Ram se milado, Hanuman se milado. Oh, Ram se milado, Hanuman se milado. Site, 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 Ram se milado. Site, 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 Ram se milado. Hanuman, my dear friends, pulled the Mukdar. If you want to battle with Hanuman, what you will get? What? What you will get? Not just a Mukdar. Goswami Tulsidas, she says, Sahitya Saya Ravana Mahi Lankani Satsanga Imam Triyakuta. Lankani got one satsang. What is a satsang? A satsang is a blow. Remember in Katha earlier I said, sometimes we say Baba pelted what? Waraka boulders. Satsang is a blow, a spiritual blow. When we go to satsang, if we are doing wrong things, if we are indulging in adharmic things, then Katha will give us that blow to awaken us spiritually to realize where we are going wrong and to make the necessary changes. Hanumanji hits Lankani one satsang and Lankani falls to the ground with cast pants. Hanuman, chalo, enter into Lanka. And as Hanuman enters into Lanka, remember wherever Hanuman goes, what he does? He sings praises to his Lord Rama. He sings praises to his Lord Ram. Otherwise, he sings praises to Lord Ram and he puts his feet into Lanka. He sings Rama Rama Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Rama Rama Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. In life, my dear friends and devotees, when we are journeying through this gift of life, we must think about God. Whether you are a Hindu, a Christian, a Muslim, think about God. This month is so auspicious, as I keep reminding us. We as Hindus celebrated Navratri, Hanuman Jayanti and so forth. The Islam, they are celebrating the holy month of Ramadan. The Christians are celebrating the holy month of Lent. Whichever path of God realization you choose to trend, My dear friends, do it to the best of your ability. Think about God and do everything for God. The bhajan says, ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान. ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान. जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम. राम राम राजा राम पतित पावन राम पतित. जय रघुपति पतित पावन सीताराम. पतित पावन सीताराम. पतित पावन सीता. सियापति रामचंद्र की. He enters into Alanka, but he chants Ram Ram Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sitaram. But why he's chanting? He chants soft. Bibhishan, the brother of Ravan, who is placed out of the palace, is living where? At the entrance of Lanka in a little kutia. And Bibhishan, why he's placed there? Because he's a devotee of Shri Ram. Sometimes when we choose to serve God, when we choose to live a life dedicated to God, our own family and friends treat us as though Jai Bhagwan. Isn't that so? Like an outcast. Because Vibhishan worships Ram, he is placed out of the palace. Have you ever chosen to worship God and become a little bit closer to God and try to know God? Because that is what Dharma teaches us. And then all your family turn against you. And they put you one side now. Why? They say you're a sadhu. But that was a long time. They say it's a sadwine. They used to say that long time. Eh? Nowadays they say differently. I wouldn't mention the word that is used. But it's rhyme with obeying. Hara Hara Mahadev. Isn't that so? We are like Bibhishan. You know what Bibhishan says? Bibhishan is there and he hears Ram. He said, but who chanted Ram again? He run out of the kutia and he sees this banner. He says, who are you? You are singing the name of Ram. He says, I am Hanuman. I am a devotee of Ram. He says, but what are you doing here? He says, I am the only one who worships Ram in Lanka, you know. I am like the tongue between the 32. What a Bhagwan. But I can't vex with all here because somehow you do have 32. How can you enjoy Bhagwan? But we are supposed to have 32 teeth. He's like the tongue between the 32 teeth. He says, and you choose to come here, they will kill you. He says, I come here with my Lord Ram's blessing. Whenever you go with the Lord's blessing, even the impossible becomes possible. Have you ever went to see about some business and everybody say, boy, you ever get through, you know? But you go with the name of the Lord and you get through so easy. Because wherever the Lord is, even the impossible becomes possible. And here, Hanumanji, he greets Vibhishan and tears his rain from his eyes. He says, now I have somebody who could sit with me and sing the praises around. He says, but Hanuman, what has brought you to Lanka? He says, I am here in search of the wife of Ram, Sita Devi. And tears begin to flow from the eyes of Vibhishan. Why? He says, I tried to warn Ravan. I tried to tell Ravan to leave, to release Sita, because Ram will come and destroy him. Ram will come and we will not only destroy you, Ravan, but he will destroy the entire of Lanka. Why he says that? Because when a leader make a decision, who does pay for it? When a leader make a decision, who's pay for it? Or you can't be Trinidadians. Or you could never be Trinidadians. Wednesday go on full gas and you will learn. Oh, Tuesday, Jai Bhagwan. But go Wednesday now. My dear friends, he says, I tried to warn Ravan. When Ram comes, he will not only bring his destruction, but the destruction of the entire of Lanka. But oh Hanuman, Sita is in the Ashoka Vatika. And Hanuman sits there, together with Bibhishan, and they begin to pray to Ram. They begin to pray to Ram. Tonight, let us sing praises. As we are about to terminate our pravachan, we glorify the divine. Whilst our one is in progress. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. You know it is said that when we chant the Maha Mantra, it brings liberation to the soul. But you know when you chant it like this, Hare Rama, Hare, the mantra don't reach quite by the soul, It's reached right by it too. But when you sing it a little bit louder, Jai Bhagwan. So tonight, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, with faith and with love. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Everybody, this evening while we chant the Maha Mantra, close your eyes while you clap. Think about Shri Ram. Think about our Lord Hanumanji. Allow that energy to flow through your body. Allow that energy to flow through your body and to create that wonderful energy and vibration, purifying us some more negative energies together. We glorify. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Bol. Shri Krishna Govinda Namaha. Hari Bol, 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 Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama O Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimha, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimha. O Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. एक बार बोले सियापति रामचंद्र की. Hanuman ji, my dear friends, has taught us so many wonderful lessons tonight for life. He has taught us that whilst we are in the journey of life, we will be faced with hurdles, trials and tribulations. But when these things arise in our lives, what we must do? Must we allow it to get the better of us and to bring our downfall in life? Never. Use this as stepping stones in life to live a greater and a fuller life. God places these problems in our lives to teach us lessons, to motivate us, to help us to excel in life. Because you know why? The only time you just know how strong you are is when problems arise in your life. The only time you just know how great you are is when problems arise in your life, my dear friends. That is the only time. You know why? If you do not have problems, you live in a comfort zone. So these things are placed in our lives by God to help us to become better in life. When people throw stones, remember one thing. Remember one thing, my dear friends. When I was younger, an old Baba told me this. Because I used to really take this to heart. When people say, well, you're not a Maharaj and a Brahmin and all kind of thing. I used to feel real bad. Because I had about 14 years. So I used to take that to my heart. And an old Baba tell me one day, say, Baba, let me tell you something. Yeah? And I want you to remember this as long as you live. If a mango tree have no mango, not even have flowers, you just pass it? Or you just pass it? Not me. I looking for mango leaf. If the mango tree don't have flowers, it don't have no mango, you pass it straight. You even know it have a mango tree. But from the time it started flowers, you start to watch it. And from the time it start to bear, Jai Bhagwan, you start to pelt stone. Isn't that so? Likewise in life, when you is a nobody, that is okay. From the time you start to climb the ladder of success, they start to watch you. And from the time you start to reap the punya, the merits of your hard work, which nobody wasn't seeing, they start to pelt stones. What you must do? Use these stones to do what? To build an empire. Use it as climbing stones, stepping stones to excel in life. I did that. And I already reached too far, but I am doing so bad. Try it, my dear friends. Try it. You would? Or you do watch TV ending? Try it, you would? Jai Bhagwan. My dear friends and devotees, this evening Hanumanji has taught us so many wonderful lessons for life. Let us don't take these lessons and put them in our back pocket, but let us try, my dear devotees and bhaktas, at least to take one of these lessons and practice it. Umapati Mahadeva ki, Pavan Putra Hanuman ki. At this time, let us stand for Purna Mahuti offering. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnata Purnamurachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Shanti. We offer Archman. Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayaratam Grihanam Parameshwara. We find the fire. Bhanaspati Rasura Bhutoyo Ganyu Ganyutamagrahan Sarvadevanam Dupoyam Prati Grehitam. That is all. Take blessing. Om Bhudbhasvatat Saviturvarinyam Bhargurvasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Ek baal bole Pavan Putra Maan ki Jai. At this time we take our coconut by Hanumanji and we pray to Hanumanji. This evening we are very blessed and privileged, and I must say very blessed, because it's a very rare opportunity now that I will have Vishal with me. Long ago I used to have him together with me almost every night. But because of a lot of commitments now, he's unable to be there. But I think today I lock him now. You know, somebody said earlier today, this Baba know the prayers to lock you down. Jai Bhagwan. I think today I lock him down because his daughter Aditi got initiated today. So I think he get a link there now that can't break. And so let me take this opportunity to, of course, extend gratitude to Vishal and his wonderful family for, of course, donating our beautiful Panchmukhi Hanuman Swami Murti, and, of course, for having us engaging in puja throughout this entire day. Worship to Hanumanji. May the blessings of Hanumanji be with you and your family. This evening we pray to Hanumanji as we offer this coconut. May the blessings of Hanuman Baba be with each and every one of you. Om Lal De Lali Lase Arudhari Lal Langur Badra De Halana Vadalang Jai 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 Kapisur. I invite Vishal Ji to lead us in the Hanuman Chalisa. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Bole Pavan Putra Hanuman Ki.
Bajlo ji Hanuman, Bajlo ji Hanuman, Bajlo ji Hanuman, Bajlo ji चरण सरोज रजा निज मन मुकुर सुधार वदनो रघुवर बिमल यश जो ध्यायक पहचान बुद्धिहीन तन सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुनि विद्या देहु मोहि हरि हूँ गणेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर
Hello friends, devotees and bhaktas. Those who wish to come forward and offer your arti, you can do so at this point in time whilst we join. It is beautiful verses and praises of Hanumanji. Our srotas will lead us in our final arti. Feel free to come and receive the blessing of Hanumanji.
सब सिकल लो जी हनुमान, भज लो जी राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूमि।
बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। ईशा, you don't have to afraid to say पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। बोले श्री महावीर स्वामी की। Today we install the Murti of Panchmukhi Hanuman Ji. And so, Panch mean? So 5 times louder. Bore Sri Panchmukhi Hanuman Swami ki. Let us all draw palms together in prayer this evening. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Jaradanam Yat pujitam maya deva paripurnam dharasrame kahena vacha manasindreva puryatmana va prakatim subhautam karome yagyah sakalam parashme narayanaiti. Everybody, Tvameva mata chapita tvameva tvameva bandhu chasaka tvameva tvameva Dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mama, tvameva sarvam mama deva. Hari Om. With hands clasped together, turn to the person next to you as you say, Sitaram. Shakabaraka hore Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Shakabaraka hore Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. My dear friends and devotees, this evening as we say Sitaram, we bow to the divinity within each and every one of us. This evening it's a great opportunity to worship Hanumanji, to join Hanumanji, the Pradhan deity of our Mandir. And so we have decided together with our wonderful Bhaiya Vishalan family to celebrate Hanumanji for these 3 evenings, these 3 days of puja, commencing of course this morning with the Pran Pratishtha, the installation ceremony of our Panchmukhi Hanuman Swami. Shakabaraka hore Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Pure Gajanan Swami ki, Umapati Mahadev ki, आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, सियापति रामचंद्र की, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की. 5 times louder. बोले पांचमुखी हनुमान स्वामी की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की Jai Jai Sitaram. You may have your respectful seats. Let me take the opportunity once more again to thank all you wonderful devotees who took the time to join with us this evening in devotion here at our mandir. So of course, all those who would have joined with us via our live stream on Media Concepts 29 Facebook and YouTube channel, and also on my Facebook page, Hanumanji, blessings to you. So Uncle Kenny and of course Miss Oma for of course joining with us in puja. Bhagwan's blessings to you, and also let me take the opportunity to thank the members of my group this evening. It's an extended group, and so I thank all of you wonderful devotees who are here joining with us in kirtan and of course bhajans. And as the saying goes, it's always better late than never. To Amira special Jai Sitaram. My dear devotees, feel free to join with us tomorrow evening. Today is our first evening, tomorrow will be our second to last evening. Join with us tomorrow evening and of course on Tuesday evening for of course pravachan, devotion to Hanumanji. Feel free to bring your coconut, your mala, parsad, fruits, anything you wish to offer to Hanumanji and engage in devotion. Receive the blessing of Hanumanji. Bore Pawan Put Hanuman ki Jai Sitaram.
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। केसरी नंदन भलधारी की, मारुति नंदन उपकारी की। केसरी नंदन भलधारी की, मारुति नंदन उपकारी की। आओ करे सेवा आज पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। अपने कपीस को मन में बसा के, निष्कर पूजन धर पे आके। अपने कपीस को मन में बसा के, निष्कर पूजन घर पे आके। आओ चरण शुभो श्याम पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्यावे, संकट उसके पास ना बजरंग बली हो बजरंग बली, 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 महावीर बली महावीर बली, बजरंग बली हो बजरंग बली, बजरंग बली हो बजरंग बली, बजरंग बली हो बजरंग बली, महावीर बली महावीर बली, बजरंग बली हो बजरंग बली, बजरंग बली हो बजरंग बली, हो बजरंग बली हो बजरंग बली, महावीर बली महावीर बली, महावीर बली महावीर बली। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की, बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्यावे, संकट उसके पास ना आवे। संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्यावे, संकट उसके पास ना आवे। महिमा गाए दिन रात पवन सुत महाबली